Hi, I'm going to be taking over this session on coop designs and landscaping. My name is Jinal and I am an architect and a landscape designer. Getting to design my own chicken coop and landscape was a biggest incentive for getting chickens. I have truly enjoyed the experience of having these lovely birds in my life. So let's get started on designing your perfect chicken coop. A chicken coop is a must for every flock. A well-designed chicken coop can make raising chickens really fun and practical. In this session, I'll be providing you with information on how you can build your own chicken coop and also some resources on where you can get ready-made chicken coops from. A chicken coop is a must for every flock. A well-designed chicken coop can make raising chickens really fun and practical. In this session, I'll be providing you with information on how you can build your own chicken coop and also some resources on where you can get ready-made chicken coops from. There are many things you need to keep in mind before sitting on a drawing table or start buying materials. If you follow these simple steps, you will have a coop that is functional for you as well as your chickens. I guarantee you would be proud of it.
Space requirements. The average urban lot is about 6,000 square feet. Now, depending on your city ordinance, you'll be able to raise 3 to 4 chickens. One chicken needs anywhere from 5 square feet to 15 square feet. These are numbers that I find comfortable for chickens to be in. The overall size of the coop will depend on how many chickens you have and how often you allow them to be free range. At nighttime, chickens need very little space as they will roost on the perching rod in the branch inside the coop. The chicken area can be as big as you wish and as your space allows. Just remember to keep the chicken area predator proof. If the space is too tight, the chickens will suffer from social struggles and remain stressed. Also, its important point is to think about expansion possibilities. Once you have chickens, it is hard to stop accumulating them. We've adopted 2 hens from our neighbors in the recent month, so think about space just in case you add a few extra chickens to the flock. Mobile or a stationary coop. A chicken coop can be a mobile one or a permanent structure. It completely depends on your existing conditions. Occasionally, you may want to move your coop into different areas of your yard, or maybe if you decide to move into a new house, you may want to take your coop with you. With fixed coop, you may have more material options and weight of the coop would not be an issue. We have a fixed coop which is more like a shed. When we built our coop, we made it so large that it can serve as a storage space if we stopped raising chickens. But I don't anticipate that happening anytime in the foreseeable future because once you have chickens, you're most likely to always have them. In fact, in the landscape session, I'll share with you different coop setups in detail like part-time free range, occasional free range, confined coop system, paddocks, tractors, and chicken tunnels. You can choose a coop system that you find exciting and may work in your backyard. Location of your chicken coop. It is very important to understand where you locate your chicken coop area. Chickens need shade, sunlight, shelter from rain and snow, and good ventilation. They need a minimum of 3 to 4 hours of sunlight to produce high quality eggs. I would locate the coop where the chickens can get some direct sunlight as well as some shade during the day. In summer months, they need a cool shaded place like a tree or a large bush. The best location is southwest side of your house. This is because it gets the most sunlight. A few shaded spots with the help of vegetation makes it an ideal situation for chickens. Floor plan. If you are designing a coop from scratch, it's best to start drawing out the floor plan. Locate mainly the walls, ventilation, roost bars, nest boxes, food, water, ladders, windows, people doors, and chicken doors. Height of the coop. The height of the chicken coop is an important factor. It helps to have a tall coop if you don't want to clean the coop all hunched over. Chickens also prefer it as it makes them feel safe at night. For doors, you need to add a door when you can access the coop to clean and fill food and water. Chickens need to have their own tiny doors. You can combine the two into one door with hinges. This is a setup we have as well. Doors and windows. Predators may try to come through doors and windows, so ensure you have a way to shut the door and have it protected with hard wire cloth on windows. Predators will dig and crawl under the coop to get the chickens or the eggs. Ventilation. Air ventilation is another important consideration when designing your chicken coop. Chickens will poop in the coop. When the poop accumulates, it needs proper circulation for it to dry out. If there is not enough air circulation, the air will be full of ammonia and the chickens may have respiratory problems because of it. Nesting boxes. For nesting boxes, one nesting box can serve 2 to 3 hens, and they only need 1 cubic foot space, that is 12 inches by 12 inches by 12 inches. A chicken needs a dark space and a cozy place for laying their eggs, preferably a little high, but it's not necessary. If it's too high, they may need a ladder to go up. You can hang a curtain in front of the nesting boxes and the chickens would be very grateful to you. Some of the nicest coop designs have access to pick up eggs from outside, which I think is pretty cool and convenient. They can be made of wood or simple cardboard box. Some companies are also selling some nicer nesting boxes. You can add a little bit of straw in the boxes so that the hens can feel cozy and make a nest for them to lay the eggs. Roosting bars. Chickens are birds and they love to roost on at night time when they sleep. Each chicken should have at least 1 linear foot to roost. So if you have 6 chickens, you will need a 6 foot of roosting bar. You can use wood rods or sturdy tree branches to create the roost. Wood is a nicer material as it has a better grip. Make sure there are roosts at least 18 inches apart. You can choose to have metal pans underneath the roost to collect the clean poop weekly or monthly if you would like. Alternatively, you can put 12 to 6 inches of straw, clean dry wood chips or dry leaves. This latter option will minimize cleaning on your part and create a healthy habitat for your chickens. Make sure you don't place water feeders or food under the roost or it will be filled with poop completely. Waterer. Clean water is an essential element for having healthy chickens. Make sure the waterer is off the ground, hanging from the roof or on a higher level above their butts basically, so that they don't poop in it. There are many kinds of waters available. We have this 3-gallon waterer for about 8 to 10 hens at the moment. So there is plenty of water for a few days. Hanging waterer or a hanging bucket with nipples, you can find these in the feed store or online. Feeder. Chickens need feeders that are easy to reach, free from dirt. Similar to waterer, it is best if the feeder is a bit elevated to avoid them perching on it or pooping in the feed. Hanging feeders are great. There is also a gutter system that hangs low close to the wall. Food storage. For excess food, I recommend using metal bins that you can find at the feed store as well. If you buy the plastic ones, the rats can chew through it. You can keep these in garage or in a covered place. Roof. A strong and waterproof roofing is very important for a chicken coop. It will keep your chickens safe and dry during rain and snow. Asphalt shingles are less expensive and a very durable option. Plastic and corrugated sheets also work, but it may get very hot during summer months. Consider the slope of the roof away from the run so that there are no water puddles. Some people also attach small rain barrels near the coop. Walls. Most chicken coop walls are made of simple plywood, but if you live in cold climates, you can insulate the walls or make sure the coop is closed with not a draft of cold air coming in. During summertime, I leave the window open since it has a sturdy wire mesh to protect the hens. Even if there is a slight opening, rodents or other predators can get in. Floor. There are many different ways you can have the flooring based on your budget and maintenance. You can just have a plain dirt floor. This is the least expensive, assuming you have a good well-drained soil structure that it doesn't become mucky. It may keep the chickens cooler during summer months but might be really chilly in the winter months. This is my least favorite option. A wood floor also works. We have a wood floor in our coop. We put a tarp followed by flattened cardboard boxes and straw on the floor to prevent from rotting when chickens poop. It's also easy to clean as you can just add fresh straw when you clean the coop and change the cardboard maybe once or twice a year. A concrete floor is a long-lasting, predator-proof material that is easy to clean. It can be a more expensive option. Make sure you add straw in the coop floor to absorb all the poop. Buying a chicken coop. If you don't have the interest or time to make your own chicken coop, you are in luck. There are in fact lots of really beautiful options available for chicken coops. There are some really great chicken coops on websites like homedepot.com, Williams-Sonoma, eFowl, Hay Needle, Urban Coop Company, and more. You'll be amazed on how beautiful these coops are. Hope you found this session useful and fun.